Chain. Spinning. Come on, Google, you can do it. There we go. All right, welcome everyone to the Security Working Group meeting of February 2022. Today on the agenda, let us start by asking for the working group to have a look at the minutes of the last meeting. Unless there is any comment in the coming few days, this will be merged as is. Record, let me share the agenda again. All right. Second topic, I did open a pull request for the addition to the working group rules concerning the downgrade of inactive members. Nothing new there. That's pretty much what we discussed during the last working group. I will ask the approvers to approve and anyone here to comment if you think the wording should be different. Again, let's give this 2 weeks and then it will be merged. Okay, so without further ado, I leave the floor to Victor, who's going to tell us about an interesting workshop that takes place tomorrow, I believe. Victor?
Yeah, hi everyone. Real quick, I posted the link in the minutes. Essentially, there is a workshop organized and led by the European Commission to try to understand a bit better how collaborative robots can be safety secured in the context of the European Union. We are participating as ADS Robotics. I'll be giving a short speech about ROS choose security and DDS security and the status around it. There's many other interesting speakers coming from government and industry as well as academia. So yeah, I think it might be interesting for you guys.
All right, thanks. Is it free to access? Do we have to register?
Oh, it's totally open and free to access as far as I know, and as far as I've been told. There's a Teams link in the link that I posted in the minutes, and just joining that at the corresponding time, which is 10 a.m. CET, Central European Time. So depending on where you are, might be a bit inconvenient, especially for those of you guys in Canada or in the US. I'm sorry about it. I can't tell you if it's going to be recorded. I'm sorry. But those of you in Asia or Europe, it should be reasonable to join.
All right, thanks for the heads up. That looks interesting. All right. So we don't have much more on the agenda, so I propose that we reopen and continue the discussion around the reference implementation. Has anyone put more thought into it?
So maybe I can share a few bits on that. So a group and I are, well, a group where within I'm there as well. We're trying to push forward this topic as discussed previously around some of the previous existing work that we featured in some of the past security workshops during ROSCONs. Particularly, we're looking at the work that was done around the Turtlebot 3 and around the navigation stack. It hasn't been decided just yet, but just as a heads up, we're looking at this. I understand this is complementary to whatever the working group decides to do with regard to future workshops and the Turtlebot 4. So regardless, there's this ongoing work that's happening and that hopefully will raise some awareness and just trying to convey that. And we'll see what comes out of it.
Right, but do you feel that a separate initiative, or the two could be merged or meeting?
I think the two are going to merge. I mean, the work we are doing is aiming again not to create so much new content, but more to try to revamp some of the previous content and give it a bit more visibility. But I think the end goal is again to reinforce the ROS2 security working group, the DSROS2 work, and related. So I think it makes sense to converge. Plus, this effort is time limited. We're hoping to finalize it in the coming weeks, and then
Okay.
switch back into pushing with the rest of the group. So no, I think it's gonna match, and I think yeah, it's gonna be fruitful.
Right. So I did started to put together a document concerning this reference implementation work. I'm going to clean it up after the meeting and share it with you guys. I'll do so on the Matrix chat room. And that's basically going to be a living document where you're only invited to contribute and add ideas and discuss it and complement it. What I would like to do before the next meeting is to establish a list of whoever is interested and can reasonably commit to invest some time and efforts in this project that will give us visibility on our actual workforce for this project, and that will also help to scope this project. No, I do believe that the Turtlebot 4 is an ideal platform for this, not only because hopefully we can recycle or revamp a lot of the work that's been done for the Turtlebot 3 for the security workshop of ROSCON 2019, I believe. But also because that's the new platform that's going to be on the hype for a little while. It's Raspberry Pi 4 based. It's going to be a really neat platform. And yeah, hopefully that's a hype wave we can ride along. So for the next meeting, I'd like you to consider whether you can commit to this project or not. I'll ask you to fill up your name in the document I'm going to share. And from there, we can establish a battle plan. Something that I did not mention also, but an idea that came to mind is that as part of this project, or maybe in parallel to this project, I'd like the working group to establish also a reference document for security good practices in ROS and robotics in general. So that would be, again, a living document, wiki-like, most likely on GitHub, Markdown-based. And this will simply be a list of good practices, much like good practices that we advocate for during, that Canonical advocated for during security presentation and talks, but I'm sure you guys also have plenty of good ideas and good practices to advocate. And this document would be two-parted. First, some general good practices recommendation, and the second part would be the practice or those good practices fleshed into actual commands to run and scripts to install on your robot or things to perform. So again, I believe that this second part, this concrete part, should at first target the Turtlebot 4. So I don't know if we're talking about disabling USB ports, then we should provide the actual command to run on the Turtlebot 4 to do so. And those would be practical cases that one can then transport to their own robot. Any thought about that? Really? No one? Right then, I guess we'll kickstart this. List of good recommendations, share it with the working group, and then invite you all to contribute to it. Since I don't perceive so much enthusiasm about it, we'll kickstart it in our own fork of the community repo, and then propose it as a project to the working group, that we can again discuss it all together and go through the regular pipeline for new projects. Right then, I'll just simply open the mic to anyone who would like to discuss about the reference implementation, or if you have any other topic you'd like to bring up to the security working group. Now is your time. Alrighty then. That looks like a very short meeting. We don't have any other topic on the agenda for this month. I'd propose that we take the discussion asynchronous on the Matrix chat room. And I believe this is it for today. Last opportunity. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's call it a meeting then. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks all.
Thank you all.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a good day.